Hello everyone. So in this video we will be looking into a program related to array. So in this program I will teach you how to assign the numbers, or we can say data, inside an array, and how can we take the output of those data that we have stored in array. So first of all I will create one class whose name I will take as array1, and then I will create the class array1. Then I will declare one array whose name is arr, and I will take the size of that array as 10. So this I have already taught you that how we can declare an array and how to give size of the array. So if you haven't watched that video, then please do watch the theory part of this chapter, and then you can continue with this topic. Next I will create a method just to assign the numbers inside the array, and then we will print the numbers that are stored in array. So in previous video I had taught you that index number of any array starts with 0. So first we have to take the index of the array and then assign as per the values inside the index that we have to take. Like if we want to store 10 number at the very first position, then we know that the first position is always acquired by 0th index. So I will simply assign 10 value to 0 index of the array. So to assign this, I have to write the index number inside the square brackets, and then I have to write the value that we have to assign at that index. So ARR of 0 equals to 10. If the second element, that is on first index, value is 15, then I will write ARR of 1 equals to 15. Next, if we have to take value of 18 on third position, that is second index, then I will write ARR of 2 equals to 18. Similarly, we will keep on writing the values that we have to store at that index number. So here I am just writing some sample numbers so that we can see the output of this array. And we know that the last index would always be one smaller than the size of the array. Here I have taken the size of array as 10, so my last index would be 9. So ARR of 9 I will take as 69, and these are the sample values that I have taken in order to store the values inside one single variable. So one of the main advantages of array which I taught was we can reduce the number of variables that we want in our program. So here I have taken only single variable and I have assigned 10 different values to the same variable, and we can perform any kind of actions on these numbers. So now I will show you how we can print these values. So simple as we used to do in our primitive data type, similarly we have to do for this array also. So I have simply printed what is the position and what is the value that it will contain. So I will simply now take this statement and will print the values of all the numbers that we have stored. So this is how we can print all the values of the array. Now I will show you the output of this so that we can know that how these values work and how we can print the values that we have taken inside the array. So once after compiling, we have to just run the display method, and there we can see that these are the values that it has stored. So this was the first basic program, that how can we give values to the different index of the array and how we can print the values, or I can say use those values where we have to take into calculation. But don't you think this is a very lengthy procedure to do this? If these are the 10 numbers, then we are writing 10 different statements to give the value to all the position of the array. And to print those values, we are writing 10 different statements to print the values that are contained inside the array. You can see here that these particular set of statements are repeating one after another. Here also, print statement is repeating one after another. So what we can do is, we can make use of loop statement. So I will make this as comment, and then I will show you how we can take the values without using each statement. So if we have to take values for each and every element, we have to make use of scanner class so that we can give values to each and every index inside the array. After creating the object of scanner class, I will create one array which will start from 0. It will go till the size of the array, and we will increment the value. Now we know that we have to simply assign the values on each and every index, and our I variable is going from 0 to 9. So we will write arr of I equals to sc dot next int. So what this will do, this will keep on asking the values which has to be stored on each index of the array. And for printing, similarly I will use the same statement and print the value as per the index that we will make use. So this statement will ask for the values during the execution, and this statement will print all the values of the array that is stored inside it. So if we execute this, then while execution it will ask us all the 10 different values that we have to enter. So if I start entering 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 4, 1 and 39, then you can see that at first index 9 was stored, so it is printed. At first index 8 was stored, so the order in which we entered the number is the same order that we got the output. So array basically works on these two types of statements. That is the first one which will take input, and the last one which we can consider as doing some calculation, or we can also make use to print the values that is stored inside the arrays. So this was the just basic program. If you have any other query related to this program, then you can ask your query in comment section. And if you have any other questions that you are not able to solve, then you can send your questions on my mail ID. So that's it for this one. See you in the next one.